Well, we are live once again. Oh, I really need to work on that. God. Ooh, don't I have some news for you all tonight? Okay. I hope everybody is well. And so if anybody was actually wondering, my last stream I was actually going to do a witch queen thing. Here, let me just turn to the side here. So I'm sorry if I bump into stuff. So I was going to I was actually going to do a Witch Queen Eve stream, which I started it. Everything seemed to turn out just fine. And then, unfortunately, my entire PC decided to crash on me. And so, yeah, that kind of sucked. And I ended up having to do a complete Windows reboot. So, yeah, I was able to keep a hold of a lot of my stuff after that, but unfortunately, none of the settings or anything was saved from the from OBS. None of that. I ended up having to rebuild this whole thing. So with that being said, I decided, you know what, this might be a really good opportunity. And of course, you know, Witch Queen dropped, and you know, I did spend some time in there, and you know, enjoyed the new campaign, which everybody's hooting and raving about at the same time. And so yeah, I'm kind of a little late to the game at this point, but I decided I was going to go ahead and do my, you know, rebuild for the OBS. So you might see just a little bit of changes. However, I was thinking of like today what I really wanted to do. And so I decided that instead of really focusing on trying to do everything all at once, I decided that what I'm going to do is each week I'm going to add a new feature to the stream. So there will be something new added, and it would have to be something that I could do that's creative and all that good stuff. So let me just go ahead and kind of show you around what I got so far. Of course, most likely you've already seen like the starting soon. I changed that up a little bit. And then this is basically the next scene. I decided that I wanted to set it up in this way, and it's a little bit of what I already had, but I think it's, you know, I wanted to do some sort of changes, and excuse me, nothing is really set in stone at this point, but it's always possible that, you know, I could change things, but I really want to start like adding new features. So basically this is the base, and each week I will add something new, either a new scene or, you know, whatnot, whatever the case may be. So obviously, you know, I wanted to try this new feature that OBS has recently came out, where I can kind of do this effect with my camera, which I think is really cool, because I ended up turning the angle of my camera from this and then go boom, and then just kind of somewhat seep into the background. Because obviously, you know, like I was telling you guys, everything over here is like with my Discord, that's basically for, you know, for like my Callins and stuff like that. you know, if I were guests or what have you. And so that being said, we're gonna go to this. It's not a whole lot, but it's a work in progress. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get right into it. When it comes to, you know, with the Witch Queen dropping and what I like, what I ended up not liking as much. I would have to say that I ended up enjoying Witch Queen. Like the story mode, it was freaking amazing. It felt like a brand new game. And obviously that's not a comment you haven't already heard, but that's genuinely how I feel. So anyways, but what I didn't like, I guess we go on the negative side. Mainly it's probably just like what everybody else is complaining about, is basically the weapon crafting system, which the weapon crafting system in itself is amazing, but having to obtain materials in the way that we have to is a little frustrating at times. Or like, and how you would obtain blueprints. You know, I was kind of really hoping that you can actually, how I thought the whole weapon crafting was going to be, was you could literally, like, there was going to be a lot more options, or like any weapon could be crafted. It appears that, you know, from my observation, obviously, that there's only certain weapons that you can craft. It doesn't look like you can craft any and all weapons. I don't know if that's going to change. Maybe they didn't want to push it as fast. I don't know. I don't work at Bungie, so I don't know. It's basically just speculation. But I guess that's what this whole thing is about, is pondering on what it is that we could be seeing hopefully in the future. Or I really hope that Bungie ends up making some of the changes on when it comes to like the materials, on how to obtain them. I don't know if it's, I really don't know. I don't know if it's the whole how much you obtain, or if it's like it's so, it feels so locked in, or if it's just, you know, it's not, I just don't feel like it's fluid enough. But at the same time, you know, those changes could be implemented a lot easier later on down the road. So, and I know Bungie has addressed these sort of things in the most recent TWAB. And unfortunately, I didn't have everything set up. Still kind of iffy on how much I actually have set up right now. If to be able to actually go over the TWAB, I don't know. Maybe I'll just kind of glance at it, because to be honest, I haven't even looked at it. I don't think, from last week. But let's see, because I know they did make some addresses to certain issues. Like I believe from what I heard was that they're wanting to adjust the loot drops that you get from doing the wells. But I know, and the raid, we just had the raid, which I haven't got to participate in yet. I really hope I get a chance to here soon. I would really like to experience it. Maybe that might be something that I could do, is one of the, maybe like on a Friday night here soon, maybe this Friday or the next Friday, I can get a team together and I would actually stream, you know, the raid itself, you know, kind of maybe see if I can get my first completion of that raid, which would be pretty awesome. But so it looks like the feedback, so they did touch on the Wellspring weapon drops, and the world players can earn 4 throne world themed weapons. So it looks like in a patch targeting next Thursday, we will be increasing the drop chances for both standard and deep sight resonance versions of these weapons. Okay, so they are going to change it this Thursday. Senate alloys, they talk about getting deeper into the crafting, and yeah, they're like the Senate alloys are a little bit finicky. And then Gambit tuning, I guess they're gonna make some more Gambit. I guess a Gambit is just ridiculous right now. I have not had the pleasure to play any Gambit as of recent, so, but from what I hear, it's not hot right now. it's kind of, everybody's rocketing each other with Galahorns left and right because of how much the heavy is like given to everybody. Let's see. And they didn't really, I mean, that's about it when it comes to like the TWAB from last week or last Thursday. They kind of show off like, you know, what is going to be disabled for all the stuff that are disabled for the raid and all that crap. So okay, sort of up to date. Maybe I'll look through it a little bit more later, but yeah, let's see. The whole season of the Risen is actually really interesting. I'm really liking, I know it kind of has that battlegrounds feel to it, and at the same time it doesn't. Like it's actually, you know, I actually find myself enjoying playing the PsyOps battlegrounds, so that's actually really cool. And still looking for my God roll bow. Let's kind of try to say that 20 times fast. Which I think I only need like maybe one more that I have to upgrade, which I think I did finally get. I just gotta do it. It just doesn't seem like, especially right now, they got me working overtime, so by the time I get home, I only have really a couple hours before I got to get ready for the stream. I don't have to, I mean, it's a little easier now because my oldest no longer has wrestling practice, so I don't have to worry about that. And so I can basically just come home basically every day and, you know, and do what I need to do, even though I'm going to kind of miss it. But, you know, time moves on. Anyways, see, after the PsyOps, I already said the Witch Queen. I actually soloed the Witch Queen DLC, or the, you know, the story mode, and I actually enjoyed doing it solo. I highly recommend anybody to solo it. If you're doing it on Classic. Legendary, I don't blame you if you don't want to solo that. But at the same time, Doing it on classic solo, it was really a great story. I was blown away on how lengthy it was, you know, per mission. You know, I think someone made a theory or a prediction that there was only going to be like 8 missions altogether, and it turned out to be like 18 or 19 missions altogether, and each mission was like, it was lengthy. I was like, man, I'm really liking this. So excuse me for fanboying too much right now, but I really did enjoy the Witch Queen, just like anybody else, I guess. Then let's see, after that, you know, trying to learn the Enclave. Then I noticed that Bungie is doing pre-orders for the Wear Twab t-shirt that you can order online, which I will be purchasing one of those. So best believe you should be seeing me wearing that on stream at some point afterwards when they finally release. That being said, I am still waiting on my damn strange coin. I'm still waiting on that. I pre-ordered that son bitch a long time ago, and I'm still waiting on it. I mean, I got my banner. I love my banner, but I still want my strange coin, so I got added to my collection. So yeah, Bungie or anybody that listens, maybe yeah, nobody's gonna listen to this from Bungie, but if you do, maybe like push that along a little bit. I would love to have that. But anyways, so now that we kind of have an idea what the Witch Queen was all about, I don't think that technically, yes, Savathun, should I say, has it been long enough to say, is this spoiler time? Okay, spoiler alert. If you not have watched or played the game yet, don't listen. Okay, there's your warning, and that's all you get. I don't think that Savathun is like, she's dead, but I don't think she's like dead, like, because her ghost is still out there, and that ghost can resurrect her at any moment. But and then I guess there's talks about like how, like someone pointed out about how the ghosts, where the looks of it, because I guess your ghost kind of takes shape of its owner, or I guess not really its owner, but its guardian. It kind of mimics how that person is, kind of like how where we choose what shell that we use for our ghosts. But I guess ghosts in the lore, they basically do that same thing kind of like on their own. So the look of the Witch Queen's ghost, there's a theory of, well, maybe her ghost was going around practicing resurrecting other hive, and then to prepare itself to resurrect Savathun. And that's the reason why it looked the way it does, kind of hive-like, which I mean, I can't really argue with that, but I thought that, like, the whole narrative story with the story mode, it was just amazing. Again, like, I'm going to keep repeating that. So, but anyways, I guess what to look forward to, we got to see what the whole witness thing. So another spoiler, I'll try to talk in code a little bit, but the witness, you know, we kind of got a look at what the witness looks like, and I kind of wonder if that character is going to be something that we have to deal with, and then, you know, then we'll have final shape after Lightfall. Oh, and right now they have where you do these missions, I'm assuming weekly. It's either weekly or daily, but basically you go to the memory table of there in the Savathun's throne world, where you would actually, she would give you like a riddle, and each riddle kind of tells you like 2 lies and 2 truths, and it's like, oh, but I wonder if is it really like literally 2 lies, two truths, and then she gives you the lies and the truths, and you kind of have to figure it out. Is it truly that way, or is it that you have to think about it in another context, because that's what riddles are. I think that's actually kind of cool, and I hope that there's more. I'm not sure if I don't think that's a daily thing. I'm pretty sure that's a weekly thing. But kind of pondering if is Oryx coming back? Is the Traveler going to leave us? Like maybe come Lightfall? Are we losing the Traveler? What's going to happen? And then what happens after that? I don't know. Oh, and Void 3.0 is fucking amazing. I swear to you, it is so cool. I love it. Yeah, there could be, I'm sure that there could be some tuning here and there, but oh my god, that is like the best. And I'm like, I just the nostalgic of it is so good, because when I first got into Destiny, like Void was my favorite subclass, basically top tree tether, and the way it's set up right now, oh, it is disgusting. So it just tells me, what do they got in mind for like Arc and Solar? Like, oh my god, it is gonna be nuts. So I'm pretty excited to see what comes with that. Then let's see what else. So I had an idea when it comes to my Discord, and I think I'm going to leave it as a surprise. It's not really like anything big and glamorous or none, but I think it's a really cool idea, and once it's established and starts getting used, then that's when I'll start showing it off. I don't exactly want to give away the idea, and then, you know, someone either takes the idea or whatever before I even have a chance to even build it. So if you want to know what that could possibly be, I suggest you get into the Discord. Another thing I need to learn when it comes to like these streams is I need to learn how to well, pronounce my words a little better, but I want to learn how to do the commands, because I think I could be able to funnel people into my Discord a lot easier if I had a command instead of making someone have to exit out of chat, like if they're in there chatting it up, and or to I think it would be a lot easier just having the to have a command that I could put in the live chat and then start getting more people in. Right now I'm kind of in the middle of doing my recruiting stuff for my clan, and I decided I'm going to be a little more open, not be so shy about it, I guess, because I tell you what, I am still scared as shit. I keep thinking to myself, what if this actually works? How am I going to handle that? You know? And like, how far am I willing to go with this? You know? Which I think the whole thing is an amazing concept, but I want to build more off it. I want to go places where a lot of the streamers are not willing to really go, and find a way, if there's a way to implement it. You know, obviously, you know, the legal shit and stuff, nothing stupid, but I want to be able to, make it where it's different. I noticed that a lot of people always ask, like, they're big time streamers, hey, when are you going to do call-ins? Can you do call-ins? And a lot of them don't want to do that. And I understand why, and I think I can do it. So if you like that idea, watching this at the past broadcasts, and you want to see that happen, or you would like to be a part of it, you can either join the Discord and, be sure to tell your friends about me, or about just the channel and the show, Guardian Talk Radio. Basically, we sit here and talk any and all about Destiny. Now, that being said, there's another game that I plan on purchasing, I would say next week, most likely, but Elden Ring. I have been dying to play that game. I'm not like what you would call a From Software freak or anything, or a big fanboy of software games, but I did, I get to dive a little bit into the whole Dark Souls 2. That was the first one I played. I never played the first one or the third one, but I did play the second one, and I actually, it was a love-hate relationship with that game. Never got a chance to actually beat the game, but I heard a lot of good things when it came to Elden Ring, and I actually want to dive in and check it out, and maybe bring that game onto the show where we can actually talk about Elden Ring. My only worry is I don't want to stretch myself too thin. I don't want to be another talk show that does random games and only does those games because they're relevant in order to keep myself relevant. That's the last thing I want to do. No shade to anybody who decides to do that, though, but I definitely want to make that happen. So another thing would be really nice is if I made some notes. But I was so excited to be able to get on here and actually do a stream. Like, I feel like it's been forever, and I know this video ain't gonna get shit for views, but you know what, it's a lesson and it's a process. That's it. I'm glad I did it I'm glad it happened when it did. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to have obstacles like this later on down the line, but I'm so glad it all happened right here, right now. But I think, that pretty much covers it. Like I've said in my previous shows, it does make the show go a little bit smoother and longer, whenever I have somebody here to discuss the game with. I should have got a buddy of mine that is coming. He should be home probably he should be home tomorrow, so like, wherever he lives, but he should be home. So and I know he's been on the stream quite a few times, and I know he's been dying to get dive into Witch Queen. So hopefully if he gets through quite a bit of it tomorrow, and then tomorrow night when we have the next show, then we can actually have him on, and then he can just fanboy it out. And I really want to hit this home for everybody. This whole ordeal, Guardian Talk Radio, is for Guardians by Guardians. It's supposed to be a place for you know, people to come and, you know, they feel comfortable with expressing their opinion. They're not going to get, you know, where I see this all the time when it comes to you know, like either on Twitter, which I know that's cesspool of itself, but you see it all the time when someone has an opposite opinion and they dive into an echo chamber. Then you have all of the tribalistic people come out of the woodwork, dogpiling on this one person because, oh well, they don't agree because their favorite streamer didn't say so. So I don't want this to be just another stream where you can come, and I know there are some people, they have opposing opinions than the streamer, and the streamer, you know, acknowledges it. I understand that. But I still feel like the whole echo chambers is still an issue. And another thing, you know, no shade to anybody, but the whole I feel like a lot of the streamers and on many games are basically walking billboards. You know, they're streaming billboards for products of different companies and stuff like that, which, hey, that's fine. You make your bread your way, whatever you see fit. But at the same time, I think, you know, for me myself, I want this to be a place where you're not going to get bombarded by advertisements. I can't necessarily make any change. Like, I can't control whatever YouTube does, because I know even for someone like me, I don't know. I haven't had anybody say anything. I haven't experienced it trying to watch the videos, but getting hit with ads while watching the stream, because they did talk about how they were going to you know, even for streamers like myself, they don't, you know, they'll still run ads and there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you a product that isn't of myself. Like, yeah, sure, I want to get into maybe doing like merchandise and do some, you know, special for a lot of folks, but that comes later, and that's the least thing on my mind. This is basically just a hobby, me just enjoying trying to have conversations about a favorite game that I like to play and meet like-minded individuals and people who don't agree with me, and we can have an actual conversation and I can listen. You know, I'm a really good listener. I'm not maybe this, you know, the smartest tool in the shed, but you know, I'm pretty good at listening. And I'm not some college graduate, you know. I am nothing more than just some regular mechanic that, you know, has a family, and you know, I about as normal as you can get, I guess. Anywho, we are going at 46 minutes, which that also includes the time where I left it for a scheduling to kind of test to make sure everything flows correctly. If you made it this far, thank you for making it this far into the show. I know it wasn't a whole lot of substance. The English is hard. Not a whole lot into the stream, you know, just basically my opinion, probably regurgitated shit that you've already heard from everybody else. But hey, you know, it was good. The shit was good. Even the music, I was actually impressed by the music. But I mean that's about as fanboyish as you can get, I guess. But I don't let's see, tomorrow will be Wednesday. Hopefully if I can have a guest on tomorrow night, then I'll actually you know, it'll be somebody that actually play the game, and we can kind of get their insights on how they felt about the game. And hopefully that works out. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, then we'll actually have then we'll have the TWAB on Thursday. Definitely, we'll definitely discuss about that. So anyways, I'm going to call it a night, and until I see you again, Guardians, you stay classy.